Hello, race fans. I'm Danny Padilla, and you are chilling with the villain. Unfortunately, I'm not as enthusiastic as I normally am, but I've got a story to tell you that happened to me last week at the track that just kind of really sucked. It was very unfortunate. It sucks a lot, and it could have been very easily avoided, and I screwed up. So here's what happened. First off, I want to say that I'm getting new glasses because I cannot stand these glasses. At certain angles, it makes me look like Mr. Magoo, and I cannot stand these glasses. And my wife's like, oh my God, I love them. Well, I hate them. So anyways, I got new glasses coming, so yeah, those are gone. So anyways, hey, so what happened? So here we are. Let me just set the tone for you. So I've had, as you guys know, I'm running for points at Tulsa. I was running for points at Tulsa and Creek, but financially it's just not feasible for me to keep that up. So I'm just focusing on one track, and that is Tulsa. It's 5 miles or about 10 minutes from my house, maybe a little more than 5 miles, but it's 10 minutes from my house. And anyway, so I'm chasing the points, and a lot of people say, don't worry. They keep telling me, don't worry about the points. Let them fall where they may. Don't worry about it. Just go out every week and have fun. But it means quite a bit to me. I've never really had the opportunity to run for a points championship, and now that I'm older, it's kind of important to me just to accomplish something, to say I did it. So there are people in their early 20s with multiple championships, and I don't have any, and I really want one, and I've really focused on it. So week one I did really well. I think I finished second or third. I think I finished third, and then the second week I broke. I threw a drive line out, so I didn't get to start the main because it did a lot more damage than just the drive line. So I didn't get to run the main event, so I had a DNS for the main event. So that put me 40 points behind. So my buddy Jason Davis has led points from day one, pretty much, and I've been chasing him since with a 39-point deficit. Hagar, everybody knows Nathan Hagar, the 55. He had a great season last year. Off to a pretty bad start this year, but I'm sure he'll get his new car under control very soon, and I will start hating him again. I'm joking. So anyways, so I've been pretty fortunate starting off other than that DNS. So anyways, so I was 39 points out, and then all this rain came, so we didn't really get a chance to really fight this season. And I don't know if they're going to have any makeup races. I don't know, but we've not really had we've not had very many chances to battle it out. So here we are on night 4, and I get it down to within 25 points. Both Hagar and Jason Davis, very fortunate for me. They are both very good drivers. Like I said, Jason Davis has got a win. He and I have the closest finish in Tulsa history, going across the start-finish line for a main event win on year 1 with that they were open. We were literally side by side, and Jason prevailed and won that one. But I was less than a half a bumper behind him, and we were side by side. And then we had, and then we've just had battles going throughout the year. He'll finish ahead of me, I'll finish ahead of him. Last year, Hagar won almost every time he went out there, had a very successful year. Well, this year was kind of my year. Neither one of the first and second points, Hagar and Davis, neither one of them have finished in front of me this year so far. And again, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying I've been fortunate. I've got a really good car, and I've just been fortunate and finished ahead of them. So with the DNS, that put me behind. Of course, I didn't finish ahead of them then, so they gained points on me. But races that I've raced, they've not finished ahead of me. So we had another race where Jason finished third to me, and I was second. And I got it down to 25 points. So last week was pretty crucial. I needed to finish ahead of them again and get within 10 points, within grasp of taking that championship. Unfortunate for my buddy Jason Davis, he had an engine failure and wasn't able to start his main event. So that kind of washed out my DNS on week 2. Here we are week 5, and he has a DNS. So I'm like, I'm taking over the championship. The 55 of Hagar was in a borrowed car. I think he only made a few laps and had to pull in. I think he was just there to kind of hang in there for points. I don't know that for sure, but I think that's what he was doing. But anyways, he shows up and makes a couple of laps. But I ended up running 3rd last week, and Jason didn't get to start, and Hagar was out of the race early. So that means I'm the new points leader. And Jason would fall to 2nd, or actually 3rd, and Hagar would be 2nd. Well, I'm one of them guys that when I pull off the track, I could finish 5th or 6th, and I will still go to staging to make sure that they don't need the top 5 and make sure they don't need me. But they called the top 3, and of course I finished 3rd. So they told the 127, the 97, and myself to go to staging. Well, for some reason, I have no clue why. I just completely spaced it. I didn't think anything about it. I pulled off the track and drove right past Tech. Well, I got to my pits, turned my car off, and realized what I had done, and started right back up, went right back to Tech, and was there pretty quick. I mean, this happened pretty fast. And the Tech guy came up to me and said, hey, this is coming from upstairs, not me. Don't get mad at me. Don't yell at me, which I normally don't do that stuff anyways. But he said, you are DQ'd, no points, no money, no anything. And that just gutted me. I didn't care about the money, but I didn't want to lose the points for obvious reasons. So I screwed up. But what you guys don't know is earlier that day at 5:30, I was in a suit and tie. At 6:30, I was in a race suit. The reason why I was in a suit and tie is because I attended a funeral. I'm not going to mention any names, just say I attended a funeral. And as we were going into the funeral for it to start, everybody's phone started blowing up, and a 13-year-old underage kid that was kin to the family committed suicide while they were at the funeral. So that really upset everybody, including myself. And we had rained. It had rained that morning pretty bad through the night and that morning. And I was praying to God that they canceled just so I could just have a moment to myself. I really did not want to race. I didn't want to be there. Just really didn't feel like being there. Going from a funeral and then going to have fun is kind of weird to me. But I went, and my head wasn't in it. My mind was somewhere else all night. I don't have an excuse other than that. I don't have any excuses why I did what I did. I don't know why. I would have been points leader by far. I would have been a by far points leader. I'd have been, instead of being 25 points down, I'd have been 20 points ahead. And there's a 97, a guy from Kansas who runs, and he was 100 points behind me because he missed a night. You average 100 points a night. So a lot of those points come from the main event. So I would have been a clear points leader. And I just drove right past Tech. I just screwed myself so bad. And now Nathan Hagar is in first. Jason Davis is in second. I'm in third with still a 21 point, something like that, 20 or 21 point deficit behind him. And I am 40 points behind the points leader. But Nathan Hagar is going to get his stuff together pretty soon, and he's going to be tough to beat. I had him while he was down and had him behind me, and that's what I needed. Same with Jason. Jason had a bad night. I had a chance to equal the playing field because I had a bad night. But now, instead, he's had one bad night, and I've had two bad nights. So now, I'm just still behind him. So now, I'm kind of screwed. And yes, I can probably make these 40 points up. And I probably will. However, the 97, it's a guy out of Kansas. He's in a brand new Bloodline car, running a 415. He's tough to beat. I've not beat him yet, so he's not beat me. I mean, I've not beaten him. I'm always finishing second to him, and I've been fortunate enough to finish in the top 3 all season at Tulsa. And I've ruined it. So now I had a 100-point lead, and now I have only a 20-point lead over him. He is sitting 60 points out from a championship. I'm sitting 40 points out from a championship, and he is always beating me. So even if record stays the same, that I continue to beat Davis or I continue to beat Hagar, and I do excel, the 97 is going to continuously beat me, and he will end up overtaking me, and I may end up finishing second anyways. I don't know, and I cannot keep this up. I mean, this is racing. You know, I'm not dealing with a bunch of chumps. Jason Davis is in a MB Custom, my old MB. He's got a really good motor. He's got some excellent talent. He is one of my favorite people to race against. We have had some side-by-side racing that is unbelievable. So I absolutely love racing with him, and he's not going to stay behind me forever. He proved that last week running neck and neck with me in the heat race. With the 55, dude, he's a driver. He's been doing this for a minute, and he's got a great car. He's just not got a handle on it. I don't know what's going on with his car. I don't know if he'll have it fixed now, next week, next month, not at all. I don't know. But he's going to be tough to contend with very soon. And then this 97. I cannot keep this guy behind me. He's got a very fast car. And my main problem is not so much my motor. I've only got a little 360. But with gearing, you can kind of hang with them. And with track conditions, slicking out also helps with those guys with those bigger motors. It helps me gain on them. But tires at 170 a piece, and you need at least 2 of them on the rear. That's $400, and you're racing for $700, and that's if you win. It's hard to take money from my family and justify buying these tires, so I just keep scuffing mine, and I've got a bunch of used ones around that are still decent that I've been nursing, trying to keep the life in them so that I can stay up front. But I really need some new tires. That would help me tremendously, but that's not in our future at the moment. So anyways, I've just kind of screwed myself. I don't know what else to say. I didn't mean for this video to go as long as it did. If you've stayed this long, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me out. I'm going to keep digging. I'm not giving up, but it just really sucks what happened. I just cannot believe on such a crucial night I made such an ignorant, stupid, idiotic mistake. So to Jason Davis, my buddy, keep digging, buddy. I hope you're out there with me. I don't want this championship handed to me. I want to earn it. So I hope I get to race with you some more. Hagar, if you end up seeing this, you're a badass. There's no denying that. And I hope you get your car together. 97, I hope you find something better to do in Kansas instead of keep coming down here and kicking my ass. But hopefully I can finish ahead of you one night and gain some points, or keep you behind me so that I can get my first championship. But anyways, if you guys are watching this for the first time, please like and subscribe. I need all the subscribers I can so we can help some views and get some money to buy some tires. But until then, peace out, everybody. See you next time.